I am Dr. Naren Singh. Today I am going to present the study sputum cytology of patient with severe acute respiratory syndrome, that is SARS. Background of the study. SARS-CoV-1 is a strain of virus that causes severe acute respiratory syndrome. It is an enveloped, positive sense, single-stranded RNA virus. It infects the epithelial cell within lung through the angiotensin converting enzyme receptor 2. It infects to the human, bats and palm civets. SARS-CoV-1 is one of the 7 known coronavirus that can infect humans. All are included in coronavirus and named as human coronavirus 229E, human coronavirus NL63, human coronavirus OC43, human coronavirus HKU1, Middle East respiratory syndrome related coronavirus, severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 1. The genetic sequence of coronavirus was finished at the Mitchell Smith Genome Science Center in Vancouver by the Marco Mara in collaboration with the British Columbia Centre for Disease Control and National Microbiology Laboratory in Winnipeg. It was found that SARS virus was present in bats and transferred to the human via directly or through other animals. Severe acute respiratory syndrome is a form of atypical pneumonia caused by novel coronavirus, SARS-CoV-1. It was started from the Hong Kong and China in 2003, and about 1500% was affected and about 200% was died. SARS was diagnosed on the basis of WHO criteria that wears high-grade fever, cough, sore throat, chest pain, breathlessness. There were other criteria also considered as history of close contact, living with close contact, living within epidemic areas, traveling in those areas within 10 days of symptom beginning of SARS infection. For laboratory diagnosis, there is taken nasopharyngeal aspirate for SARS virus isolation, serological changes of increased antibody titers, and sputum cytology. Material and methods of study. In this study, sputum cytology was reviewed in about 28 sputum sample of 16%, in which 8% was having 1 samples, 6% was having 2 samples, and 2% was having 4 samples. One sputum sample was very scanty, so excluded from the study because only most cellular sample was taken in the study. All sputum samples submitted for a cytological examination. Each sample was done as standard routine laboratory procedure and fixed in 95% ethanol and overnight, then stained with pipe stain. 15% was taken of age group of 37 to 71 year of age, in which 7 was male and 8 was female. Sample was taken first 10 days since symptom onset. All patients were either nasopharyngeal sample positive or serological positive for SARS. 25% were taken for control group. The age group range is 22 year to 87 year, in which 14 was men and 11 was women. All control group was having other disease than SARS, such as pulmonary tuberculosis, bronchitis, pneumonitis, and pulmonary edema, etc. Results. There is found the loose aggregate of macrophage were seen in 8 of 15 samples from the patient of SARS infected, 3 of 25 samples of the control group. 12% to 30 to 70% of sputum is sputum sample of the SARS infected patient, and only 13% patient of 5 to 30% from 25 control groups show some cytoplasmic foaminess. 11% 5 to 40% from 15 of the SARS patient having cytoplasmic vacuoles was found, but 5 to 10% from 25 in control group also found cytoplasmic vacuoles. Multinucleases was found in the macrophage of 12 only. 5 to 15% from 15 sputum sample in SARS patient, but 5 to 10% from 25 sputum of some control group. Nuclear ground glass changes were observed in the macrophage of the 5 to 15% from 15 of SARS patient and 5% only of the 25 control group. Discussion. The diagnosis of SARS was based on the clinical criteria and laboratory examination. Some patient was having no any symptom but diagnosed as SARS infection by the laboratory investigation. Antibody test was not positive for 3 or more weeks after the onset of symptom. Reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction may not positive in early stage of illness. Sputum cytological finding where the increased accumulation of macrophage within alveolar space, macrophage foaminess in addition to cytological vacuole was found in SARS infection. The sputum cytological changes are found in the SARS-1 infected patient, that is early age of the infection. The change of macrophage were mostly due to the activation of macrophage and multinucleation is seen in the degenerative changes of SARS-infected patient. Direct viral effect as a cytopathic effect such as nuclear enlargement, basophilic nuclear staining or formation of nuclear inclusion body were not seen in SARS-1 infected patient. There were cytological changes in sputum cytology of SARS-infected patient that was increased number of macrophage and macrophage aggregate. Macrophage show morphological changes included cytoplasmic foaminess and also vacuole formation. There were nuclear changes also seen in SARS patient such as ground glass appearance and multinucleation. The ground glass appearance is more specific to SARS infection of patient. All above sputum cytology were non-specific and further serological tests were warranted and such features are observed in sputum sample, but these changes were seen early days of the SARS infection. Now there is a pandemic of the COVID-19 and it started in December 19 from the Wuhan city. WHO had declared the COVID-19 pandemic. The COVID-19 is caused by this virus SARS-CoV-2. SARS-CoV is also virus and included in the coronavirus PCV. SARS-CoV-2 is the virus having positive sense single stranded RNA virus. SARS-CoV-2 is also similar genotypically and phylogenetically having symptoms same as the SARS-CoV-1 such as high-grade fever, dyspnea, breathlessness, lethargy, body ache, and there is also a screen for SARS infection as symptomatically an antigen test and RT-PCR. It should be also screened with sputum cytological examination and should be differentiated as SARS-CoV-1 and SARS-CoV-2 and further confirmed by the antigen RT-PCR test. For the differentiation of the sputum cytology, I have evaluated about number of patients for the SARS-CoV-2 infection of sputum cytology and report was phenotype. Plenty of small lymphocytes with scattered macrophage showing vesicular nuclei and benign squamous epithelial cell found that is blended nuclear feature, but there is no any morphological malignant cell is found, and also there is no any cytopathic effect is seen. There is also no any ground glass seen and no haziness vacuoles are seen. So This is a very good criteria for screening of the patient to symptom early age as a fever, high grade fever, dyspnea, lethargy, dyspnea, breathlessness should be previously screened for the sputum cytology and differentiated as a SARS-CoV-1 or SARS-CoV-2. If there is seen to the infection of SARS-CoV-2 or SARS-CoV-1, then further examination as antigen test and RT-PCR for the differentiation and confirmation of the presence of infection SARS-1 or 2. Result of the study: sputum cytology should be routinely performed for nearly all patients with chest symptoms, and awareness of the cytological features suggestive of severe acute respiratory syndrome infected with SARS-CoV-1 should be considered as screening for SARS patients. Limitation of the study: sample of patients is very less in number. Some control group patients also seen sputum change similar to the SARS infection. All range of such disease were not considered in the control group. Thank you.